press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, how are you all? Hope all are you fine and safe in your home. In today's class, we are going to learn the new poem of your class 7 English that is prescribed by Cbse, that is book name is Honeycomb, and the poem is The Squirrel. As the name or title indicates that this poem is about squirrels, and this poem is written by a famous author. She is Mildred Bowers Armstrong, who is the poet of this poem, that is Mildred Bowers Armstrong. Basically, she is a very ambitious and very good in studies. Okay, she is a girl which is very ambitious and very good at her studies, and she is a very famous author. So, the title indicates that this poem is about squirrel. Okay, did you ever see the squirrel? Yes, squirrels are seen in our day-to-day life. They are running here and there in the beneath of the trees. Do you know? Squirrels belongs to the family Reptilians. Squirrels belongs to the family Reptilians, and basically they are known as rodents. Okay, basically squirrel is a very small, cheerful and very what we call it as a jolly, like this, funny loving animals. Okay, in this poem, the poet tells about the description of the squirrel in the point of view of a child. When a child sees a squirrel, what will be the description? Like this, a poet describes that squirrel in the point of child. Okay, let's start this poem. This is a very short poem. You have to understand properly. Okay, open page number 17. Okay, in page number 17, the poem is there, the squirrel. First I will read it and then I will explain it. Okay, when I am reading, please go through it. Okay, the squirrel. You may have seen a squirrel sitting on the ground eating a nut. What did it look like? Here is a poet's description of just such a squirrel. He wore a question mark for tail, an overcoat of grey. He sat up straight to eat a nut. He liked to tease and play, and if we ran around his tree, he went the other way. Mildred Bowers Armstrong. So, as I told earlier, here poet describes the nature or body structure and also characters of the squirrel. So, she compares the squirrel's body parts with another. So, we will look about that. First sentence, that is, he wore a question mark for tail. So, basically, children, we already know that the squirrel tail is in question mark type. It is very feathery, bush-like in structure. Do you know? It is in like this. So, here a squirrel is there. Just imagine. I am not good at drawing. Okay? So, just concentrate on this. This is the tail of the squirrel and it is a bushy like structure. It having what? Feathers. So, it is in what? Question mark type. So, the poet compares the tail of the squirrel to what? Question mark. Okay? He wore a question mark for tail. Wore means what? Yes, it is the past tense of wear. So, wear means what? To wear. Okay? He wore what? Question mark for tail. So here he refers to what? Yes, that is squirrel. So squirrel or a question mark for tail. Its tail is like a question mark. Okay. Next sentence, an overcoat of grey. So squirrel is covered with grey colored hairs, right? Yes. In winter we are having a experience that cold. Then we will wear overcoat. Do you know? We will wear overcoat in the winter season. Like this squirrel also wear a overcoat of grey color. Here poet describes the nature of the body of the squirrel. Understood? So she is comparing its body hairs to the overcoat because it is a bushy like and it is a very big in manner. So it can protect the squirrel from the atmospheric conditions. So the poet tells that its covering is like overcoat and it is in the color what? It is grey. Do you know there are some like structures in the body of the squirrel and those are grey in color. So like this the poet tells that the squirrel wearing a grey colored overcoat to protect his body from the atmospheric conditions like rain, summer season and also in winter season like that. Okay, look at the third sentence. He sat up straight to eat a nut. Children, generally we can see a squirrel as it is keep on running. It is running here and there like this. He can't be a statue-like manner. He can't be a what we call in a rock. Do you know? These are very jolly animals. They like fun-loving. So they will be always keep on running here and there. So when it is eating a nut, we all know that squirrels love to eat nut. So here the poet tells that when squirrel eats nut, then it will be the posture like what? Yes, it is in sit in a straight manner. Actually, it is a very what we can call it as a unconcentrated mind, right? It is keep on moving here and there. But when it is eating the nut, then it will be sit like a straight in manner. Understood? So we can't see this manner in our day-to-day life because we can't observe in a minute mind. The poet tells that it is straight in manner while it is eating. So we can understand by this that the poet is very minute in observing. In observation, the poet is very minute. He can see all the conditions or all the what we can call it is habits of the squirrel. When it is eating, when it is moving, which posture can it be, like this. The poet observes that conditions, characters like that. So she is very minute in observation. Okay. He liked to tease and play. Basically, squirrels are what? Yes, those are playful, cheerful animals. He loves fun. He loves to tease and he loves to play. Yes, basically there are so many squirrels are playing together in the beneath of the tree or on the tree. So there in the parks we can see that the squirrels are moving here and there. They keep on running. So they love to what? Play. They love to have tease. They love to have play. Okay? And if we ran around this tree, he went to the other way. Okay? Here the poet tells that if we ran into catch that squirrel or behind that squirrel. Here we refers to what? Poet and us and also poet friends. When poet and poet friends or us wants to catch that squirrel, for that we have to go behind that squirrel. But then the squirrel goes on to the other direction, like it's changing its direction from the original direction, so it can't be catched. Like this, the squirrel protects himself by changing the directions. The poet tells that if we ran around his tree, he went to the other way. So when we want to catch the squirrel, we want to go behind that squirrel. Then that squirrel changes its way. It go to the different path. So we can't catch that. Understood this poem? Okay. I will tell you again. In the first sentence, the poet tells that the structure of the tail of the squirrel. The structure of tail of the squirrel, that is in question mark. So the structure of the tail of the squirrel is in what? It is in question mark. And next she describes that squirrel having a overcoat by the color what? Grey. In color grey. Okay, she describes about the color of the body by comparing it to the overcoat. Okay, next in third sentence, he sat up straight to eat a nut. Here poet tells that the nature when it is eating, okay, when it is eating it will be what? Straight in manner. It will be sat like a straight in structure. Okay, like this the poet tells about that nature while eating the nuts. Okay, next he liked to tease and play. Actually squirrels are what? Yes, those are playful, cheerful, jolly animals, right? So they want to have fun, they want to play with his friends like other squirrels. So the poet tells that nature of the squirrels is very funny, it is very cheerful, it is very jollyful. Like this the poet describes the nature or character of the squirrel. And next, and if we ran around his tree, he went to the other way. Here poet tells about the human nature, that is whenever human sees a beautiful thing, a beautiful bird like that, we want to catch that, we want to take it to us. But that squirrel is so very brilliant, right? When we have to go and catch that squirrel, then it will be changes its path by keep on running. Understood? So the squirrel is very brilliant, so we can't catch it easily. Like this the poet describes about the squirrel. Understood this poem? Okay. So working with the poem, first question, why does the poet say that squirrel or a question mark for tail? Draw a squirrel or find a picture of squirrel sitting on the ground. How would you describe its tail? Okay. There is an activity for you guys. In the notes, you have to write the picture of the squirrel or you have to paste the picture of the squirrel. Then you have to describe that why the squirrel tail is in question mark. Okay? All squirrels having tails like question mark type. So, you have to write the reason for it and also you have to write the structure of the tail in your notes. Okay? And the second question is, do we usually say that an animal wears a tail? What do we say? Think. Does an animal wear a coat? Consult a dictionary if you like and find out how wear is used in different ways. So, here the poet tells that what? In the poem, the poet tells that squirrel wears a overcoat of the color what? Grey. But usually, do you use that word wear for animals? No, we don't wear, because animals are those which do not wear clothes. Understood? The animals which are wear only clothes are man, that is humans. But here the poet tells that this squirrel wears overcoat in its body, on its body. So like this the description goes on. So what you have to do? You have to do take dictionary and open the dictionary and you have to search for the word wear, and you have to find the different uses of the word wear. So like I wear a sunglass, I wear a new cloth, I wear a new dress, I wear new shoes. Like this we keep on saying that by taking the advantage of this word wear. Okay, so you have to look at the dictionary for the reference. Okay, and third one, he liked to tease and play. Who is teasing whom? How? So in the poem, she is Mildred Bowers Armstrong. She is the poet of this poem. She tells that the squirrel loves to tease and play with. So the question is, play with whom or tease with whom? Actually, do you know, squirrels are very cheerful animals. They are also played with animals of the same kind or of the same family like rodents. And also, they are also play with or having fun with humans also who are protect that squirrel. Okay, so you have to write how it will teach to the one who are protecting him. Okay, understood this poem? Okay, in the notes you have to do what the answer, and I will give the notes actually, but before I give the notes you have to write your own answers, then you have to copy from me. Okay, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೋಯೆಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಮಿಲ್ಡ್ರೆಡ್ ಬೋವರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ಮ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನೋರು ಒಂದು ಅಳಿಲಿನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಣನೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಅಳಿಲು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಅದು ಯಾವ ಥರ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಬಿಹೇವ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವರು ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಳಿಲಿನ ಬಾಲ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನಾರ್ಥಕ ಚಿಹ್ನೆ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಒಂದು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವರು ನಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ನೀವು ಯಾವತ್ತಾದರೂ ಅಳಿಲನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅದು ಫೀಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಳಿಲಿನ ಬಾಲ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಇದೇ ಥರ ಅದು ಅವರು ಅದನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಆ ಅಳಿಲು ಒಂದು ಓವರ್ ಕೋಟನ್ನು ಹೊತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಅದು ಯಾವ ಕಲರಲ್ಲಿದೆ? ಗ್ರೇ ಕಲರಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಅದೇನು, ಒಂದು ಬೂದು ಬಣ್ಣದ ಓವರ್ ಕೋಟ್, ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಚಳಿಗಾಲದಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವೆಟರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ಓವರ್ ಕೋಟ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂತೀವಲ್ವ, ಅದೇ ಥರ ಈ ಅಳಿಲು ಕೂಡ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಓವರ್ ಕೋಟನ್ನು ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೆ. ಅದು ಯಾವ ಕಲರಲ್ಲಿದೆ? ಗ್ರೇ ಕಲರ್, ಬೂದು ಬಣ್ಣದಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಈ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಯಾವತ್ತಾದ್ರೂ ಬಟ್ಟೆಗಳನ್ನು ಹಾಕ್ತಾವ ಅಥವಾ ಓವರ್ ಕೋಟ್, ಸ್ವೆಟರ್ಸ್, ಜಾಕಿನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕ್ತಾವ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ದ ಪೋಯೆಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಒಬ್ಬ ಕವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಣನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಅಳಿಲಿನ ಬಾಡಿಯ ರೀತಿಯನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ಆ ಅಳಿಲಿನ ಬಾಡಿಯ ಕಲರ್, ದೇಹದ ಬಣ್ಣವನ್ನು ಅವರು ವರ್ಣನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾವ ಥರ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಬಾಡಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಓವರ್ ಕೋಟನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿದಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವರು ವರ್ಣನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನಾವು ಅಳಿಲನ್ನು ಬರೀ ಓಡಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದು, ಆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗೋದು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗೋದು, ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಚಂಚಲ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಿದು, ಒಂದು ಹತ್ರ ನಿಲ್ಲೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಬರೀ ಓಡಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದು, ಓಡ್ತಿರೋದು, ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು, ಈ ಥರ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ಒಂದು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಏನಂದರೆ ಅಳಿಲುಗಳು ನಟ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಅಂದರೆ ತಿನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತಿರ್ತವೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಹಾಗೆ ಅವು ತಿನ್ನಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅವರ ಬಾಡಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅವು ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟಾಗಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಂದರೆ ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವು ತಿಂತವೆ ನಟ್ಸನ್ನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕವಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಪೋಯೆಟ್ ಪೊಯೆಟ್ಟು ಅಂದರೆ ಕವಿದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೈನ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮವಾದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಳಿಲನ್ನು ಅನ್ನೋ ಥರ ಅವರು ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಈ ಅಳಿಲು ಫನ್ ಲವಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ತುಂಬ ತಮಾಷೆಯನ್ನು ಇಷ್ಟಪಡುವಂತಹ, ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಟ ಆಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡುವಂತಹ, ಮತ್ತು ಟೀಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ವಾಟ್, ವ್ಯಂಗ್ಯ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಆ ಥರ, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಕಾಲು ಎಳೆಯೋದು, ಆ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಮನಸ್ಸಿನ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಣಿಯಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಪೋಯೆಟ್ ಕವಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಫ್ ವಿ ರ್ಯಾನ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಟ್ರೀ ಹಿ ವೆಂಟ್ ದ ಅದರ್ ವೇ. ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಮನುಷ್ಯರಾಗಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರೋ ವಸ್ತುವನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದರೆ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರೋ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಯನ್ನು ಪಕ್ಷಿಯನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದರೆ ನಂಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗಿದೆ, ನಾವು ಮನೆಗೆ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಹಿಡಿಯೋಕ್ಕಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಆದರೆ ಈ ಅಳಿಲು ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬ ಬ್ರಿಲಿಯಂಟ್. ಅಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ಇದು ಮನುಷ್ಯರ ಕೈಗೆ ಸಿಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಇಡೋಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಅದು 10 ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಮುಂದಿಟ್ಟು ಓಡೋಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೋದರೆ ಅದು ತನ್ನ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ನೇ, ಅಂದರೆ ತಾನು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋ ದಾರಿನೇ ತಪ್ಪಿಸಿ ಬೇರೆ ದಿಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಥರ ಅದು ಮನುಷ್ಯರ ಕೈಗೆ ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ಸಿಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕವಿ ಆ ಅಳಿಲಿನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ವರ್ಣನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪೋಯಮ್. If you want to understand properly, you have to read it twice in a day. Okay, so that you can understand the poem properly and you can write the answers according to your syllabus. Okay, thank you.